Hello students, welcome to this video. Students, in this video, we are going to learn about characteristics of negotiable instruments and some elements which are equally significant. So let's start with the characteristic. There are four characteristics which are related with the negotiable instrument, and these are freely transferable, title of holder free from all defects, recovery, and presumptions. Now the point presumptions covered with these content which we are going to discuss after the first three one. Now let's go for the first one, that is freely transferable. Now I think student you are much familiar with the concept transferability or the transferable. So this is the basic and the main, or we can say the significant characteristic of the negotiable instrument, that is it is freely transferable, that passes from one person to another person by delivery on a easy level, or at the easy level we can say. Okay, the next one is the title of holder free from all defects. The person who is the holder of this negotiable instrument is free from all defects when the instrument once transfer from that particular person. Okay, the transferor will free from the all defects. The person to whom the negotiable instrument has been transferred, by whom. Okay, so the person by whom that instrument has been transferred, he is completely free from all defects. Okay, then the next one is the recovery. Holder in due course can sue in his own name for account. Students, the concept holder and holder in due course are we will discuss in our next video. Till then, just you keep in mind that is there are two basic concepts which are related with the negotiable instrument, that is holder and holder in due course. Now in this characteristic, that is the recovery, so the person who is considered to be the holder in due course can sue in his own name for amount. That means if there is a damage, or if there is any issues regarding the recovery of that amount, the person who is holder in due course can sue for the amount on his own name. Okay, now the next one is the presumption, that is it should be taken into the consideration that these are the point should be on the negotiable instrument. The first one is consideration. Until there is a consideration, there may not be any transaction done with the negotiable instrument. So consideration would help holder to get decree from a court without difficulty. Then the date is really the most important part of the negotiable instrument, that is presumed to have date on instrument and presumed to drawn on same date. So that's why the date is not actually the date, but it is a due date. Okay, so the person may understand, if there is a date noted on the instrument, the person may understand on what date he has to perform according to the contract. Okay, then next one is time of acceptance. Bill of exchange, time of acceptance, ये जो concept है, it is related completely with the bill of exchange. So it is assumed to be accepted within a reasonable time. Then time of transfer, should be transferred before maturity. Okay, now the concept time of transfer is related with the all the negotiable instrument, that is bill of exchange, promissory note, and check. The next is order of endorsement. So the endorsement appearing have been made in order in which they appear thereon. Now what the meaning of endorsement, I have already covered in our first unit. So just go for the first unit video, find out the meaning of endorsement. But still, if you are not able to understand what the endorsement is, just ping me on my personal window or comment after the video. Then the next one is the stamp. When it is lost, it presumes that instrument was duly stamped. Then holder, a holder in due course. Every holder is presumed as holder in due course. You have to just keep in mind this concept, holder and holder in due course, because the next video will cover this point in detail. Then the proof of protest. In case the instrument is dishonored, the proof of protest presumes the fact of dishonor unless and until it is disproved. Okay, I hope you understand what the characteristic is. Now we'll go for the next part of this video, that is elements of promissory note. Now what the element should be there when we are preparing or when we are making the promissory note? So these are the elements. We have to keep in mind that if there is a flaw or if there is absence of any of the element, the promissory note will not be considered as the legal one or the valid one. Okay, so what should be there? Then it must be in a return form. There must be a promise to pay. There must be a definite and unconditional promises. There should be a sign of the maker of the promissory note. Then there must be certain parties whose names should be mentioned on the promissory note. Then the certain sum of money, but of course promissory note is making in the credit of payment. So there should be the amount, or the maker should mention the amount on the promissory note. Then the bank note or currency note is not a promissory note. You have to keep in mind formalities like number, date, place, consideration should be clear at the time of making the promissory note. Then it may be payable on demand or after a definite period of time. And the last one is it cannot be payable to bearer on demand. Okay, it cannot be paid or payable to bearer on demand. Now let's go for the next item, that is the elements of bill of exchange. So it must be in writing. Definitely, if there is a negotiable instrument, it must be in a return form. It must contain an order to pay. Order must be an unconditional. When we are thinking about the bill of exchange, it needs three parties, that is drawer, drawee and payee. Then must be signed by the drawer. The sum payable must be certain, must contain an order to pay money, and formality like date, place, number are not essential in not essential in law, but must be affixed with necessary stamp. So some contents are there which may not be considered as the essential one in the eyes of law, but still it should be there for the ease of the transaction. Okay, so these are the elements of bill of exchange. So student, I hope you understand the video. I hope you understand the concept in this video. And if you do not, if you have any query about any kind of content, any kind of element, so please ping me on my personal window or comment after the video, after watching the video. So wait for the next video. Till then, stay at home, stay safe, and thank you.